Our success in school, at work, with friendships, with our family, in fact, almost anything we attempt to do is largely determined by the way we feel and think about ourselves. The presenter is Jamaican-born Almena King Raven, who survived the difficulties of living in a small island to emerge with one of the most valuable inventions of the information technology age. How did she do it, and what are some of her secrets? Let us join Almena.
What I'm going to do today is talk to you for a little bit about how to increase your value, your economic value. You know, sometimes we feel that we don't really have a lot of value, or sometimes if you don't have a job, you think that, you know, you don't have a very high value and you've lost your self-worth. I'm going to show you something. See this little plant? I bought it a year ago and I like it very much, and these flowers have been on it. It doesn't need a lot of watering, but it's got everything to grow into a big, beautiful flower. This is what it looks like. And this is how, I don't know how long it takes to be like that, but this has a different value from that. This has a higher value than this. And I'm going to show you, if you feel at this point in time that you feel as small as this little plant, let me give you the different steps that you can take so that you develop into a big, beautiful flower and ready for that job market, okay? Now, there are not a lot of steps you have to take, and I'm going to simplify this. And what we're going to talk about in this session is just maybe 3 different areas or 4 different areas. The first area is for you to value yourself. Value yourself. Find out what it is that makes you valuable. And we all have a value. We all have talents and personalities, and we can do things that sometimes we don't even know we can do. So right now I have to commend you because you're in this class and you're learning a skill. And how far you go and how fast you get into the job market is totally dependent on you. So at this point in time, I'd like you to close your eyes for a moment and to say, I am a valuable person. And let's all say it together. Let's say it with me, please. I am a valuable person. Okay? When you're valuable, then you can increase your value and increase your economic worth. Now, there are just 4 areas I'll discuss today, and you know, you can think about them afterwards. The first one is attitude. How we feel, how we think, how we act. If you develop a positive attitude, and from right now, this moment, today, you make up your mind that you're going to get that job. You are going to get all the training necessary. You're going to change your attitude. You're going to be very, very positive, and you're going to get that job. You will get it. I promise you. Attitude is very, very important. And anybody who has ever succeeded in life must have a positive attitude. The second thing is your personal qualities. You have to develop yourself. Just like the little plant, I'll show it to you again. This little plant needs certain things to make it grow and become a big one. It needs watering. It needs caring. It needs cultivating, nurturing. We need that as well. We need our personal qualities to be nurtured. And we have to care for ourselves. And we can do that on an ongoing basis. Every day, we can do something that helps us to be a little bit more successful. Every day, you are learning a skill. The typing, for instance, you're learning this typing program. The first day, you feel great because you've accomplished something. And if tomorrow you're typing a little bit further, commend yourself. You've succeeded. And the next day, if you do 20 words per minute, you've succeeded. And every day, if you do 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 words per minute, you are increasing your value. And with that value, you are increasing your personality as well, because you become more positive. You become more determined to get the job. And the third area is performance.
Well, one of my strengths is actually dressing. I like that. I like helping people to dress in different ways, and I feel good about it. I'm also a reliable person, very dependable. Don't need anyone to stand over me to get a job done. I'm very reliable that way. I'm serious-minded.
Well, first of all, I'm a people person, and I'm genuinely concerned about them, and I kind of like to read people, see what I can do to help them in my own way. I'm observant. I find that and I'm pretty optimistic, and it usually rubs off on the people around me. I have a light sense of humor. I can find humor in bizarre situations maybe somebody else might get discouraged about. I have a high learning curve interest. By that I mean I like to learn about new things all the time and continue to do that. I don't feel like I'm really old in life. I feel like I'm just a person on a journey, and to pay attention to the people that come my way, pay attention to the situations that come my way. There's something to learn from them, whether they're bad or good, and to learn as much as new along the way. And as long as you're learning something and you're willing to share that, you become valuable to other people around you.
I consider myself a valuable person because I learn a lot of things in the jobs that I have acquired and worked in. And I know I'm an artistic person, that I'm good at art, and my job I enjoy because it helps me to express my creative side, even though I'm not really sculpting or drawing.
I'd like you to make up your mind that you're going to do your best, your very best. You may not be the fastest typist, you may not be the greatest in the group, but if you were to do your best, that is all life is asking of you. And if every day you do your best, it's going to become a habit. And once you form the habit of doing something, it's more reliable than memory, because you're going to do it over and over and over again. You know, if you know, for instance, where you live, or if you are going somewhere and you know the number of the street, after a while you don't have to look at the number. You automatically get there. Your car automatically turns in the driveway because it has become a habit. So you form the habit of doing things right. Form the habit of doing your best. In class here now, when you're doing training, whether you're doing word processing, whether you're going to get that speed up to 50 words per minute, do your best. Focus on what you're doing. Put everything into it. In fact, put your heart and soul into it. And you're going to succeed, because it takes those 4 areas to become from a little bit to something great. Your attitude, the personal qualities you develop, the skills you develop, and your performance. And those 4 areas are a starting point, but you can also use those all the way in life, all the way to the top, because it's a process. Success is a process, it's an ongoing process. And if you remember these and practice them, you're going to get a job real quickly. I promise you that, and I wish you all the best.
You raise me